part of what makes ArtPrize unique is the public's role in choosing the winner. But how do you register and how do you vote? Big questions this morning, and that is where our own Brett Thomas comes in. He's live downtown. He's sorting all of this out for us. Plus, you have a special guest that you're going to talk to as well. Hi, Brett.
Hey, good morning, Jen. Yeah, a lot of questions still floating out there for people that want to participate in the ArtPrize. And to get some of those answers, we're going straight to the top. Rick DeVos here, one of the guys who started this whole thing, to talk about it. Let's start off, though, Rick, with how things are going so far. First day, you looking forward to it?
Oh, very much so. We have over 5,000 people that have pre-registered, and it should be an exciting day.
So how do we register for this sort of thing? What do we need to do? How difficult is it to do it online?
Basically, if you've ever signed up for anything online, you just need an email address and you need a driver's license or a passport, some sort of unique ID. So go to artprize.org. You can pre-register, which basically means that you'll fill out your own data, and then you'll go to one of our 14 registration locations to do kind of an in-person sort of activation of your account. And you can find those listed on artprize.org. We're at the Chamber of Commerce right now. They're a registration location. We're doing a whole registration fair starting at 4 o'clock down on Lions Square by the old Welsh Auditorium entrance there. The Grand Rapids Art Museum, Children's Museum, Grand Rapids Museum, ballet, all the sort of cultural institutions downtown are registration locations where you can activate your account.
And you can do this by texting, right? Use a phone?
Yeah, absolutely. When you pre-register, you have an option to kind of activate your phone as your tool to use it. We also have an iPhone app and a mobile web browser version of the site to allow you to vote.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much, Rick. I appreciate it. And Dave, before you go here, can you get a shot of the shoes real fast? What? Puma? Hey, look, Puma? Hello. Brett Thomas, Rick DeVos, everybody mentions them in the same sentence, don't they? Anyway, Jen, back to you.
Of course we do, Brett.
Yeah.
Right. Love the shoes.
I don't think it's ever happened. Never has that ever happened. But
love the shoes. All right, good job. We'll talk to you in a bit. With thousands of people expected to descend on Grand Rapids for the start of ArtPrize, getting around town will take a little planning on your part. Several organizations offering deals, hoping to cash in on shuttling you around. The ArtPrize venues are all within a 3-mile radius or perimeter set up by ArtPrize officials. For $15, you can get an ArtPrize guidebook that will include a wristband. That wristband allows you to ride the ArtPrize shuttle and rapid buses for free. For more on ArtPrize, we're going to go downtown now to my colleague Brett Thomas. He's live with the creator of ArtPrize, Rick DeVos. Hi, Brett.
Yeah, good morning, Jen. You know, there are a lot of different entries here. They range from the very big, like Nessie, like Terry was talking about in the river, to the very small. This is a piece of art by Jeff Salter. He's from Ann Arbor. Calls it Celebration. Made it out of wood. Not particularly big, so you want to make sure that you see all of the pieces of art that are out there, because you might walk by one if you're not really careful. Of course, we want to find out a little more about ArtPrize, the man who's in charge here, Rick DeVos, to give us a little idea of that. And Rick, I know that you've probably been in contact with a lot of the artists that have been putting up their pieces around town. What's the feeling generally?
Well, actually, we don't have. I haven't been in a lot of contact with artists. Probably the most contact has been between artists and the venues that are hosting them. So we just kind of acted as the matching engine and let people have that. So
you made it happen. You let those guys do their own thing, huh?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot more value by just letting people interact with each other and not trying to stand in the middle of everything.
Now we're talking about 1,262 different entries, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there are 1,262 pieces of art, right?
Well, yeah, it's kind of a tricky thing to define, like what a piece is. Some things are very definite, kind of physical object. That's one thing. Other things are more experiential, an entire room filled with all sorts of types of objects. So it's really a really broad scope of mediums and expressions, and yeah.
This has been quite an experience for you, I imagine. The first time you put on something to this extent. How are things going so far?
It's a little crazy and a little scary, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's good.
I imagine it's a little bit nuts for you. And what's your day going to be like? What are you doing here from start to finish?
Talking to guys like you a lot, as well as just kind of getting out and seeing the work. I know this last weekend a lot of folks were wandering around downtown seeing things as they were being installed, which is cool because that's very much part of the process. So getting out there, we have a registration fair opening up at 4 p.m. down on Lions Square here, where we can get you activated as a voter. So we'll be kind of kicking things off there.
All right. We'll talk about activation and registration. We're going to be discussing that coming up in our next half hour. We'll be chatting with Rick again, as well as showing you how easy it is to participate in all this. Jen? Welcome back to Daybreak. You're looking live at one of the venues to register for ArtPrize in Grand Rapids. It's one of 14. This one happens to be at the Chamber of Commerce. And joining us this morning to talk a little bit about how easy it is to register so you can get involved and participate in ArtPrize this year is Rick DeVos to talk about it. So it's mostly done online, right?
Yeah, the easiest way is to pre-register online on your own home computer. If you've ever signed up for any online service or shopping site or anything, it's a pretty standard process. You need first name, last name, email address, and then we ask for a driver's license or passport number. We ask for a unique government ID so that we know you are who you say you are. And then you come down to downtown here. We have 14 different locations throughout downtown. You can find a listing of them all on artprize.org, but they're everywhere from the Grand Rapids Art Museum to the Grand Rapids Ballet. And then also, starting at 4 p.m., we have kind of a registration fair where we'll have a bunch of people to be able to do all those in-person kind of activations.
Why the ID? Can you talk about that a little bit? Is that just to make sure that that person does exist?
Yeah. We all know how easy it is to create multiple email accounts. We didn't want people creating 50 voter accounts and, messing with the system like that.
Yeah, kind of make it a little more fair, basically. Yeah. You're talking about 1,262 artists who are involved in this whole thing. Is that the number that you expected, and do they have all their stuff ready to go?
It's 4 times what we expected or hoped for, and everything should be in place by, I think, about noon today, if not right now.
What if I'm somebody that wants to get involved here? I'm not all that email savvy or internet savvy. How can I get involved? How can I participate?
Well, you can just come and look at the work. I mean, everything is free to the public, free and open. We also have kind of an experience package, a $15 kind of upgrade, which gives you a wristband that gives you access to a shuttle loop as well as the Rapid during all of our open hours, so you can get everywhere in downtown during the ArtPrize hours, and you get special deals at local merchants.
You excited about this day?
Yeah.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
Very good. Pan over here, Dave, real quick. If you do have any questions when you're out walking around, there are about 1,000 volunteers that are out on the streets or in these registration areas that are ready to answer all your questions, help you get registered, to talk to you about how to participate in ArtPrize this year. Of course, this goes until October 10th, so there is time to vote. It's broken up into 2 sections. One section, Rick, I believe, is up or down. Is that how that works?
Yeah, for the first week you can vote up for as many things as you want. You can vote down for as many things as you want. Down as a tiebreaker if there's a tie without votes.
And then the second part of this is the voting on the top 10?
Yep. For the second part, we take the top 10 and you get one vote in that top 10.
All right. Great. Well, here we go. We're getting started with ArtPrize here, Jen. Looks like everybody's ready. And just the question is, are we ready for what's going to happen to Grand Rapids?
Yeah, we are. It's a very exciting time. Lots of wonderful artwork out there to be seen. I look forward to seeing it all. All right. Thanks a lot, Brett.
Yeah, no problem.